In our first unit in IB Global History, we will be covering South African apartheid. We will be exploring the nature and characteristics of apartheid and how it came to end through protests and actions of people and groups. But first, let's learn a little bit about South Africa and apartheid. South Africa is located at the southern tip of Africa. Because of its location, it has long been a center of trade as ships sailed south around Africa on their way to and from Asia. It is a land of contrasts. In its geography, with its coastlines being some of the most fertile waters in the world, to the interior savanna, home to some of the world's most unique and celebrated wildlife. But it is a land of contrasts in its economics and social classes as well. Due to its history of trade, it is one of the wealthiest countries in Africa. But the problem was, and still to a large extent is, that if you're white, you live here, and if you're black and lucky, you live here, and if you're like most black South Africans, you lived or live in a place called a township. Townships were places that blacks were segregated into by law. It was illegal to live in the cities. These generally had no electricity or running water. They were shacks. So how did it get like this? It came from years and years and years of laws to restrict black rights. The Mines and Works Act reserved all skilled jobs only for whites. The Natives Land Act limited the amount of land blacks could own in South Africa. The Natives Urban Areas Act said that all blacks in cities had to carry passes. No pass, you get arrested. The Native Laws Amendment strictly enforced these pass laws. The Prohibition of Mixed Marriages Act made it illegal for people to marry other races, and the Population Registration Act classified everyone in the country by race. And we're going to study it because things did eventually change. But how did they change? They changed in many ways that were similar to the ways things change here in America, which includes protests, sometimes peaceful and sometimes violent. And it changed through decades of hard work by individuals, just like Martin Luther King Jr. here in America, who fought for their freedom and rights. In South Africa, it was people like Nelson Mandela, Robert Sobukwe, Oliver Tambo, Desmond Tutu, Walter Sisulu, Steve Biko, and Ruth First. So let's do a little research on this country of contrasts and learn more about South Africa in Unit 1 and how it went from apartheid to being the Rainbow Nation.